It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, Sarah Foreheads today, flying solo. Ethan is down working at the hurricane as Convoy of Hope is offering some relief down there to the hurricane survivors as that storm rolls through. In the news, a sobering reminder this morning to slow down and be attentive in work zones. We have a lot of them right now across the Ozarks and in the Kansas City area. A highway worker was killed while on the job on Tuesday. Yeah, Jay Bone was working on Route O right outside of Sedalia. He had worked for MoDOT for coming up on 10 years. If you or your company keeps track of your gas receipts, you might be in luck. Some good news for you. You can get a gas tax rebate. How about that? The deadline to apply for it is this upcoming Monday. Sure enough, there is a Senate bill that allows drivers to file for a rebate for money spent on gas between July 1st of last year and June 30th of this year. So you can Google it to find that rebate form. Just type in Missouri gas tax rebate form. It will pull up for you and you can apply. Again, the deadline for that is on Monday. All right, I mentioned the hurricane off the top there, but in Florida, emergency evacuations have been underway in and around the panhandle of Florida, specifically for Hurricane Helene. It is expected to hit later today. The Ozarks is going to see some rainfall because of it as well, primarily to our eastern counties. But this is really kind of significant for the Ozarks because the meteorologists say that it would be uncommon for 3 different hurricanes in the same hurricane season to all impact the Ozarks. And that is going to be the case. It looks like Hurricane Beryl, Francine, and now Helene, all of them bringing rain through the Ozarks, kind of tracking through the Ozarks. So it is a notable thing for that to happen. So again, the eastern Ozarks, like West Plains area, make sure you especially are bracing yourself for some of that rain in the days ahead. All right, you have surely heard of the 988 suicide and crisis hotline. Well, now if you call that number, there is actually better local help on the other end of the line. So used to, that help was offered based on your area code. So if you live in Springfield, but you have a 570 area code, for instance, it's not going to get local authorities on the line. They're going to be somewhere farther away. But now what they are doing, the Department of Health and Human Services, they say that callers will be directly helped by people in the same physical location. So wherever that phone call originates from will be the primary source of where the help will come from. Instead of based on your area code, it's based on your physical geographic location. Verizon and T-Mobile have what's called geo-routing technology, so that can track where that call is coming from, and AT&T will soon have that technology. The 988 suicide and crisis hotline, should you need it, is a 24/7 operation. I'm thankful for it. Well, if your yard has any acorns that you would like to get rid of, how about making some money on the deal? The Conservation Department is looking to buy different types of seeds. Specifically, the office in West Plains is accepting seeds from 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. And depending on what type of seeds you have, you could get different amounts of money. So say you have persimmon or Ohio Buckeye or butternut, among many others that they are taking. You can check out the Department of Conservation's website for more information and the payout. All right, as you know, food prices have been so high, extremely high. It appears that eggs take the cake, which I really feel like for me, that is not a surprise. Maybe it is for you, but I've heard so much about egg prices. I myself have experienced it more than once. I mean, I don't eat eggs all day, every day or anything, but I know the price of eggs. And can you believe that they are up by more than 28% right now compared to this time last year? In fact, the Bureau of Labor Statistics says that eggs is the highest price jump that we've seen. The main reason is actually the bird flu, not just inflation, but you add on top of that the bird flu. And there have been more than 100 million birds across the country who have contracted the bird flu. And that's just in the last couple years. So supply and demand, you guessed it, egg prices are very high. All right, this is good news, bad news. If you have a dog, listen up. The good news is that no dogs have been reported really sick by their owners. But the bad news is there is a dog food recall, which means it might have been a waste of money, or perhaps, hopefully not, you haven't given it to your dog yet. But the brand Answer Pet Food, which is a really interesting brand, Answer Pet Food is recalling its straight beef food, saying that it contains the presence of salmonella and listeria. They are also recalling the straight chicken formula that they say is also contaminated. So that food was sold in 4-pound bags across the U.S. in stores and online. So if you have that brand, Answer Pet Food, do not give it to your dog. You can contact the company, or you can contact the store that you bought it from and get a refund. But again, no owners have reported sickness in their dogs from it just yet. It was just that they had sold it, and then upon further testing found out that it had the presence of salmonella and listeria. All right, well, before we go, I just want to remind you that the Branson Bowl is still going on. If you go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on contest Branson Bowl, you will need the keyword outdoors. Where is Ethan? And even Diana, she could have done it. The keyword is outdoors. There you go. You're going to need that to win tickets to the Chiefs game coming up on October 7th. They have a home game at Arrowhead. You can win Chiefs tickets and Branson official destination, official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs custom gear. Somebody's got to win. So, hey, enter to win. It's free. It's easy. It's fast. And you might be going to the Chiefs game for free. So that would be a great time. Okay. Well, happy day to you. I hope that it's great. I hope that you take your umbrella, because some of us might see some rain from Hurricane Helene. And I just hope you have a great Thursday. And I will see you right back here tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for your listenership. Bye-bye.
Lucky Land Slots, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up. It's Thursday, September 26th, and we've got clear skies in the Ozarks this morning. Temperatures this morning are very comfortable. Much like yesterday, we're in the low to mid 50s. It's a nice start to the day. I've got nothing but sunshine in the forecast today, which is going to lead to a beautiful afternoon. Temperature is very close to seasonal averages for late September. We've got highs in the mid and upper 70s today. I'm going 77 degrees for the Springfield area. It should be a nice afternoon. I am expecting this pleasant weather to continue through the course of the day. We should stay rain-free, and then rain chances start to move in as we head into the end of the work week, and they'll linger through much of the weekend as well. Pleasant weather, though, and temperatures near normal. Can't ask for much more than that. It's going to be a beautiful day in the Ozarks. Perfect day to get out and about. I know the fall sports are just up and going, aren't they? It's been a busy season, and we will continue to see really nice weather for any of those sports practices or games that you or your kids may be heading to later today. All eyes are down in the Gulf, though, because we are expecting Hurricane Helene to make impact today, a major hurricane. And this track has shifted slightly to the east, and that does have implications for us here in the Ozarks, as well as, of course, to our friends down in Florida, much of Georgia, and the lower Appalachians as well. Rain chances will increase for us late in the week as remnants of Helene move up through the center part of the country. It's the eastern Ozarks that are likely going to get the widespread beneficial rainfall. Amounts tapering down just a little bit, but 2 to 4 inches still look possible east of Highway 63. And then those amounts will dramatically fall off as you head back to the west. In fact, if you're out toward Joplin, you likely won't get much rain from this system at all. Chances are we get way under an inch. And then in the Springfield area, probably somewhere around a half inch. That's what we can hope for through the entire duration, whereas we're getting several inches out in our far eastern counties. So the key message here is that Helene is going to move into the southeastern United States and meander its way northwest into the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys. That's what's going to toss some moisture up into the center part of the country by late this week into the weekend. I expect that we'll see some widespread prolonged rain for the eastern Ozarks through much of Saturday, and that's where I think we could see some flooding fears only in some of our eastern counties. It does make for a rainy weekend, though, especially east of Springfield. Today, definitely nice in comparison. So if you have something that you just have to get done outside, you want to get the grass cut today, go for it. It's going to be a great day to get out and about. Tonight, temperatures will fall back into the 50s once again and set us up for another day with highs in the 70s. I think maybe most of the afternoon hours on Friday are dry, but it's late in the day that we start to see those rain chances develop. It may come with a little bit of gusty wind as well, so not too pleasant for Friday night football, especially in the eastern Ozarks. Rain chances ongoing where the low clouds and the rain are locked in out east. Temperatures will likely stay in the 60s, and we've got a much warmer day ahead for those back to the west. Highs maybe in the upper 70s for the western counties. Around the country, of course, it's Helene that's making headlines with life-threatening storm surge, damaging winds, and flooding expected from the hurricane. So we'll all be keeping an eye and thinking of our friends down south that are dealing with that terrible storm. And of course, we hope everybody's heeding the warnings, heeding the evacuation warnings, and getting to safety. That is for sure. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. Here it is. Which country has the most tornadoes by area? And the options that I gave you yesterday were the USA, B, Australia, C, Canada, or D, the United Kingdom. Well, it's not often a place that we associate with getting severe weather, but it is D, the United Kingdom. Other countries get more severe tornadoes. That's what we can take credit for here in the United States. Nobody gets the strength of tornadoes like we do here. While we may get stronger ones, well, England actually gets more by total area. A much smaller country, of course, and a lot of weak tornadoes all across the country. So now you know. Congrats if D, the United Kingdom, was your guess. You will now be entered to win a $50 gift card to Habaneros on South Campbell. Here's your next chance to win. In what country were potatoes first fried and served as French fries? Where do you think this happened? This genius idea. A, America, B, France, C, Belgium, or D, Germany. You can submit your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. While you're there, check out the weather tab. We've got everything you need to know, not only for the hour-by-hour forecast today, but also for the weekend. If you're trying to make plans and thinking about rain chances, it's all there on the weather tab for you. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much to Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air for sponsoring Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. And thank you for listening and starting out your day with me. I'll be back to chat with you early tomorrow morning.
Lucky Land Slots, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.